So you can plan for retirement, making sure your market investments are set up the right way, taxation, long-term care, but that might not be the biggest obstacle you face. One of the things that could happen to you is that your identity could be stolen, and all of the planning that you did ahead of time could be for naught. I had a case where a few years ago, one of my clients who retired, we did all of her planning, did all the right things, and she fell for an identity theft scam. Now, this lady is very intelligent. Ultimately, though, she thought she was speaking to the Federal Trade Commission. And the Federal Trade Commission supposedly called her and told her, hey, listen, your identity has been stolen, and we're here to protect you and make sure that this culprit does not steal any of your money. So here's what you need to do. You need to not tell anyone, your son, your financial advisor, the banks, because we're trying to figure out who it is that got your identity. And what you need to do also is go in and cash some of your investments, send them so that we can protect it, and then we'll issue you a new social security number. Well, long story short, after $460,000 given to them, I was able to have this discussion with her because I started seeing some signs of irregular withdrawals. And when I originally asked her, she said, oh no, don't worry about it. I'm just doing other things. Now, why would she say that? Because these identity theft scammers, these con artists have become so sophisticated that they told her, look, we need to eliminate these people that are in your lives, so you don't need to tell your financial advisor. So after talking to me about it, I got her to discuss it with me. I was able to stop any additional theft from happening, but the damage has been done. And not only has she lost this money, she took some of this money from retirement accounts. So the IRS now wants payment too, and there's no getting out of it. So I don't want this to happen to anyone. So we've created an identity theft checklist. Click the link below and download it to make sure your stuff is protected. Not just your investments, not just your taxation, your whole livelihood. So take advantage of that. That's what we have gone and done, because our role is to advise clients on how to protect themselves from all of these aspects. So let's talk about things that you could do immediately to improve or put yourself in a better position. The first thing you should do is apply for an IP PIN with the Internal Revenue. You can go online and you can apply for a PIN. Now, what will that do? Anyone who is attempting to file taxes for you, they will not be able to do so without the PIN that is sent to you every single year. So those fraudsters out there who may have your social security number and attempt to file a tax return, the IRS will not accept that return without the PIN. So every year, the Internal Revenue will send you the PIN that you will give your CPA or tax professional to file the return. That's number one. Number two, you can actually sign up with some plans that will protect your identity. Xander's is one of them, where you could take advantage of it, where they'll monitor your credit history, and they'll make sure that they stop any type of intrusion in your social security number or identity. Last but not least, I think this is a really good one, is that you should put a freeze on your credit. So if you do so with TransUnion or Experian, what it will do now, it has an app. You can unrelease it or freeze it with just pushing a button. No one can apply for credit under your social security number. One of the things that I always tell people is make sure you verify. What I mean by that is talk to the people you trust if there is a suspicious thing happening. Anyone who tells you don't tell anyone, you automatically should go and tell your trusted people, kids, family members, financial advisor, it doesn't matter to me, your lawyer, your CPA, and just making sure that none of these things happen to you. My client who suffered this, it will create irreparable harm for her financially into the future. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult to get that money back. And we never want that to happen to anyone, that especially if they're approaching retirement, because there's very little recourse. So again, please click the link below, download that identity theft checklist, and make sure you initiate these as a part of your total plan. I want to thank you for your time today, and I hope to see you on the next one.